cyclical change is what you just described, there's also a secular regime that tends to be much, much longer, right? But you're
Mhm.
dealing in the cyclical. So what type of visibility do you give your client? Are you predicting what's going to happen over the next 12 months, 6 months, 2 months, 1 week,
Yeah,
all of the
12 months.
above?
Yeah, 12 months. So our forecasts are live and rolling at every interval. So we maintain nowcast and forecast models for both growth and inflation for every economy. Going back to that table on slide 5. So it's all the same, kind of metric processes, but obviously different data sets per the different economy. So we do have at every interval, we have a 12-month forward view on what the modal outcome is from a regime perspective. Now, that's not to say that every modal outcome dot in this, in this first row of the table is as strong of a signal as, as the others. For example, when you're in reflation from July all the way through kind of from July to July, these were very strong reflation signals. Your distance from the origin was very great. And as you can see, the conditional probability of being in reflation throughout that time period was very high, as a function of the distance from the origin. Now you're kind of in this hodgepodge of this starting in September of this year, really all the way through kind of the end of this year. The distance from the origin for some of these dots is just not that far, and so the market, in my opinion, going back to the market regime nowcasting process, this is why I draw the dotted line. It's like the market has had a tough time figuring out what regime to price in because the economy itself has had a tough time of declaring the regime, if you know what I mean, of actually declaring the regime. But we think as we go further into 2022, as a function of our growth forecast, this pretty consistent deceleration in growth, pretty consistent deceleration in inflation. The further we go into 2022, the more likely it is the market can figure out what the price is. And maybe that process has already started.